Hello and welcome to our July edition of Tuesday Night Live. And we are live. We are doing the whole show as live as we possibly can tonight. There's minimal video inserts. And we've got tech issues already. We've lost one part of our live link, but because we are true professionals, we are going to carry on and try and fix that as we go along. So what are we looking at tonight? We've got loads coming up. We are going to look at the big summer events that are planned. We are going to say farewell to some much loved members who are leaving. And we've got Lisa, who is talking about Wonder Woman, empowered Wonder Woman. She's been promising that for the past few months. And we're going to talk about the relaunch of this TV show. So stay tuned for at least half an hour. So let's find out where Lisa is. Lisa, where are you?
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Where are you this month? You're always bouncing around everywhere.
With my two ladies. So I'm with Laura and this is Linda. And so this is our new segment. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, so this is our new segment that we've been talking about for quite a while now. And so me and Laura, we've got our own segment that we're going to be doing every show. And it's all about women going all in and living a life without limits.
Fantastic. And yes, so we may have to start with you a bit early because we've lost Aunt Sally. We haven't got. Last time I saw her, she was heading up to the 9th floor. So if anyone's seen Aunt Sally and Gary 7 on the 9th floor, please tell them they're supposed to be live and connected to the show. But hopefully we will get there. This is the best thing about live telly, though. When it goes wrong, it's more fun. So Lisa, do you want to sort of start with your segment then? Tell us a bit about what
for the whole show too. So
do the whole show. Take over the show. That's fine. That's fine. So we'll start with your empowered women section now then.
Yeah.
Go for it. You have the floor.
Okay. So, I just wanted to introduce what we're doing and why. So first of all, again, we've said this time and time again, there are so many people living here in this building that I find really inspiring and who do amazing things, and especially the women. So me and Laura, we've talked a couple of times and we said that we wanted to start this segment. It's not always going to be just women, but we wanted to celebrate the women in this building because we think there's so many amazing women, powerful women coming from all sorts of walks of life and different, career pathways, and we wanted to celebrate that. So I don't know if you want to say a little word, Laura?
So obviously we wanted to start this thing in TV show. We'll make it bigger and better, I think. We'll do more. But obviously Linda got a big shout out in the last show, and we thought we would be able to start with her.
Yeah.
So yeah. What else do you need us to say now?
And also this is going to become a podcast, so we're mindful. We've got so much we could talk about, and we know what Steve's like with a little ticking clock. So we're on a timer. Oh, we've already been told 2 minutes. So we're going to keep this one short, but I know that Linda's got so much amazing, interesting things to talk about that we will be coming back to this, and we're doing a longer podcast. And that's going to be a regular thing. So if any of you women of the collective want to be featured on our sofa, then please get in touch. It's going to be great. It's going to do you the world of good. You're going to become Insta famous and all of that. So just get in touch. But yeah, we're going to start with Linda. So I guess if you're not going to go back to Gary, Steve, should we carry on with our interview?
Lisa, we have actually found Gary and Aunt Sally. So we can proceed as scheduled now. So I'll let Brandon's going to take over now. So we can cut to Aunt Sally, and we're going to come back to you in a moment, Lisa and Co.
Dear Aunt Sally, I've been living in the collective for over a year now, and I'm very happy here. But recently I've noticed some strange smells in my bathroom. I think someone is smoking an illegal substance near me, and I'm very worried about it. I've never done anything like that myself, and I'm concerned that my neighbours might be. What can I do?
Well, dear sensitive-nosed person, I do sympathise for you, because there's nothing worse than going into your bathroom and expecting to be confronted with this fragrant smell of Avon scents with peach and flowers, and all you get is very nasty drain-like smells, which are probably actually illegal substances, which, as you know, are totally illegal at the collective, and the management take a very dim view of them. So I think what you need to do is you need to tell the guys on the hub straight away what is going on, and they need to do some investigations, aided, whether by, with the help of Mr. Plod or not, but they need to take control and make sure that these naughty illegal substance smokers are rooted out once and for all, so you can go back to enjoying your fragrant bathroom again.
Dear Aunt Sally, the flies in the lobby are getting worse and worse and are making me feel so angry that I just want to wave my arms around and hit people. I know this isn't good for me. Do you have any anger management tips I can try?
I do sympathise, because I find them absolutely infuriating, especially when I'm at Saturday morning coffee, and like you, I just want to wave my arms about and hit people, and it really is not the thing to do. It doesn't make you any friends at all. So I think you need to take up some dancing activities or gym activities. You need to diffuse all that energy and let it out on something else. Go for a run. I know that there's at least one person in the collective who's been organising jogs along the canal, so you might want to join her on one of these wombling expeditions. But I think you need to displace your fury and your anger, because if you start hitting people, as I say, you're not going to make friends, and it's not going to be very good, and it won't get rid of the flies either. So good luck with that.
Dear Aunt Sally, I've been with my partner for a couple of years now, but he's getting increasingly football obsessed. The last straw was when his phone rang and he had the Three Lions as his ringtone. I've always hated football, and he knew that when we got together. I need help, and fast.
Again, I do sympathise, because it's been absolutely football crazy over these past few weeks. But, now it should quieten down for a bit, at least over the summer. But really, I think, you either want to get with it and get into football yourself, or perhaps try and get him to take up a different game. Has he ever considered the oval ball game? Now, rugby is very good and is very different to football. There's a lot more to it. You don't just kick the ball around. There's lots of other things you do. And rugby players are quite easy on the eye to look at as well. So why don't you get into rugby as well? Because there's the World Cup, the Six Nations, and all those sort of things coming up. So, you might find you both enjoy it. Good luck.
So that was our Aunt Sally, and she was live. Well done, Sally. Let's get Sally back. Sally, how was that doing that live?
Well, that was good. I mean, we're sitting up here in the 9th floor kitchen, and I'm looking out over a wonderful vista, looking at the block opposite, which has got sort of little gardens and things, and the wonderful view looking out towards the Shard and the London Eye, and it's an amazing place to do a live feed. So, yes, it's been really good.
You did it really good as well. No one would have believed that you had any, nerves or anything.
No, just do it. That's my motto, just do it.
No, that's brilliant. So you're happy to do it live every month then, going forward?
Not bad. Yes, I'll certainly give it a go. Yes.
Excellent. Okay, and if anyone has got any sort of agonising problems that they want Sally to help them with, this is the email address where to send them. So it's tnltvshow@gmail.com. Again, tnltvshow@gmail.com. Sally is there to just give you her wisdom and help get you through the next stage of your life. Thank you so much, Sally. That is cool. Stay with us. We'll come back to you throughout the show. And so as promised now, we are going over to Lisa in the Secret Garden with Laura and Linda. So over to you, Wonder Woman.
Hello. Can you hear us okay?
We can hear you okay.
Gosh, this is running really slick, isn't it? We've got this down. 3 locations. So we're here on the couch with Linda. And so, yeah, this is just down to Linda now. Maybe would you like to introduce yourself and what we're going to share a bit and what's behind us here?
I'm an abstract artist and I also do spiritual art. So this is one of the paintings I created for the collective when I moved in 3 months ago. We can go into the details later, it's just to have a little glimpse of what's happening behind the scenes. And I'm not only an abstract artist, but by training, I actually have a completely different background in health economics, healthcare data science. So I'm actually a super analytical person by breeding in some ways academically, and I'm also doing spiritual art and abstract art to help people. So
what do you think made you leave your career in corporate to follow your artistic and spiritual path?
actually, in one word, it was prevention. I really realized through my work, like I went into the healthcare industry because I wanted to help other people feel better and healthier, and because I had my own kind of healthcare challenges at that time, chronic, incurable condition, which I actually managed to cure by alternative options of yoga, changing my eating, and getting on the spiritual path. Actually, I realized that some of these things can be healed with other modalities. So at the end of the day, when I was just doing the coding for adverse events, like how much it costs, how many times you can die, I just realized that, okay, I'd rather work maybe in prevention more, which would be vaccines. But then I was like, no, hold on a second, there is something else there for me. And then I took basically a gap year where before just leaving the company and doing my gap year, I realized I have so much pain, I need to just do something about it. And I grabbed paint, and the first painting I did after a long time was like a dark back, like dark something. But it felt really good to put it out, and this is how like the journey of transitioning started for real. Inside of my brain, obviously, there were a lot of like ups and downs making me make the decision, but for me, it was basically the prevention, the realization that, oh, there is something else out there, how I can help others to feel better. Let me explore. Now I have time still, because I'm young, I can do whatever in 1 year.
Keep young.
Yeah. So this actually keeps me very young too. So they actually said to me, several of my friends and ex-colleagues, like, you look like 10 years younger. And it's been only a few years I left. Like I left, I think 5-6 years ago, and haven't returned that much.
Looking back.
I'm still looking halfway back because I would love to bridge, to bring art and healing to in a more holistic way to the healthcare system. So I didn't give up on it, and I want to use my analytical brain to be able to produce basically the data for this and for any other modalities that could prove that if you add on to your current treatments, it can actually do you good.
So this is why we wanted to, have our first interview with Linda, because I think it's just so amazing. Not only leaving a career that wasn't quite fulfilling you, or wanting to look for more and use your creativity, but now it sounds like your vision is to bring the two together. So this question wasn't on the list, but I'm just interested. What is your vision with that? What?
I vision actually something that I think we shared in common with you, Lisa, is basically create a network, one hospital at a time, but a network of healing systems that is even funded by the government, where when you walk into the hospital with your healthcare condition, with the help of artificial intelligence and all the options that are available, you not only receive a Western medicine based treatment, but you have the option to choose from other modalities. You can do art therapy, you can do feng shui, herbalism, spiritual different modalities, psychology, anything that can actually serve you to not only being treated as a patient, but also feel empowered to take things in your own hand and activate your own self-healing powers.
It's amazing. As we said, we could go on and on and on with this.
Yeah.
So exciting. We're going to have a longer version of this interview, which will be available on the podcast. But what we're going to do now is I think we're going to go back to Steve, and then we're going to come back and we're going to continue with this conversation. Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. As soon as you said everything was going smoothly, so it started going wrong. So you cursed us. Yeah, no. So we mentioned, and actually, Lisa, you can jump in here. We mentioned now. We mentioned earlier that we're going to talk about some of the big events that are planned over the summer months for us here at Old Oak. And yeah, we've got a lot. We're still meeting with the events team to talk and flesh out the plans. But what we are going to talk about now, there's an Old Oak fair, like a freshers fair that is planned, where we promote all the events and the clubs, etc., across an open day, and everyone can see. And it's a chance to enrol on the on all the different clubs. We're looking at doing an Old Oak Sports Day or Olympics towards the end of August, possibly using the Linford. What's his name? I can't remember his name. I think is it Linford Christie? Yeah, he's got a running track, hasn't he, just down Wormwood Scrubs. And also not forgetting our talent show, which we started promoting last month, which we still are yet to confirm the big prizes. Let's Lisa, are you there? Because I know you've been sort of talking with various people about these events. If we can pull you in on this discussion, is there anything else that you can add to this?
Yes. Sorry, there's a bit of a delay here. Just trying to...
I just put you on the spot here, haven't I?
So you wanted me to share about the shout outs?
No, about the events that are planned over the summer months. You've clearly not been listening to me on that bit last week. Rumble.
Lots of events coming up. Sorry, Steve, we couldn't hear you there. You know, we're all the way over on the fourth floor. So yeah, we're in talks about doing the sports day. We're going to have a collective sports day. That's in arrangements. We're going to have a massive stadium, hopefully. That's going to be really exciting. We're going to have community events. So we realised that the clubs on the app were a bit faceless, and we don't really know who's organising them, who's in them, what's happening. And we thought we would like create a little bit of a buzz around the clubs. So we're going to have a kind of like a university. What do you call it again now? Like an open day.
A sports day.
Yeah, well, no, it's like an open day. So like a freshers week. Yeah, you know, that kind of a thing. So where all the clubs will be out and doing their thing. So you'll have the barbecue club, the cycling club, the running club, you know, business hive mind or whatever. Like improv doing their thing, and like different things set up around the building. So we want to do that so that new joiners and anyone really can get to know who's in the clubs and sign your name down. And then what else have we got? We've got the festival that we're in talks about doing as well, which is going to be amazing. We're in talks with Jonathan in the bar on the downstairs, and hopefully we're going to get some DJs. We've got one of our camera woman here. She's going to be DJing, Tina, and we've got a couple of other people as well. So hopefully we're going to have lots of DJs, live music, and loads of festival vibes. So those are the things I can think of. Not bad summer.
And the talent show as well. I knew you'd say it better than me. So yeah, and the talent show, which trying to get the talent on camera at the moment, it's like pulling teeth, as always. But we will get there. I'm sure once we announce the prizes. But we're in talks at the moment. We will know more. Certainly. By the end of the week, I'll know more. So we are going to, we'll let you know via the show as soon as we know. So we can go back now to the rest of Lisa's. This is the Lisa show tonight, but she is so good, why not? We'll go back now to Lisa and the Wonder Women for part 2 of their interview with Linda. Take it away. Oh, it's all going wrong now.
Oh yes, so it took us off.
There you go, you're back. Over to you. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Over to us?
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve, we can't hardly hear you. Hey. Hold on.
Yeah, we can. You're live.
So,
go for it.
Should we carry on? Is he hearing us?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, okay, I can hear you. So back to our interview with Linda. So as we've just heard about the Linda bringing her healing into her work. And so we're just really interested if you have any advice or what advice you might have for other women who want to leave jobs that they're not maybe fulfilled in and to go after doing something that they really love.
I think, first of all, it's important to embrace the pain. So, I'm not sure if it was Michael Beckley who said, like, the pain pushes you onto the vision pools. And I had that actual experience myself, and I've seen a lot of people in my network who became passionate about a project and they went for it, and many of us, we were in pain. So I would encourage everyone who is in pain right now in your career, just pause a little bit and feel that pain. And then afterwards, what helped me a lot, and I would actually suggest it to many, is to build a network of people around you who are actually, without judging you, can listen to you. And I worked with a lot of different types of coaches. You can go to psychologists, you can do career coaching. You can actually explore it, or just do a Google search, to be honest. Sometimes that's the hardest part, to sit down and just Google in what actually your vision is. Is there anyone else doing it already? And then surround yourself with people who are actually on this journey. And if there is anyone in your circle who already does what you want to do, then pick their brain, talk to them, and then explore and how you feel about it. I think it's connecting your own emotions and the prospect of change, and just play around with it is what I would advise everyone. It's not an easy journey though, but you got this. Like I did. I'm not sure though. Sometimes I wonder.
It's an ongoing journey, I guess, isn't it?
It is indeed. Being with a lot of people who are actually on the journey as well, like seeing Lisa and the others as well in the business timeline, like doing their own thing, and Stephen with Don't Go to Drama School, like all the different projects are actually helping me as well to keep on track and stay inspired and be around like-minded people.
Talking about keeping inspired, which woman would you say have inspired you the most in your life?
There are many, and I think obviously my mom, she's really a gem. Very courageous and bold. Now I'm realizing even having us was like a bold decision, I think, because we are bold as well. Anyway, and in terms of big personalities, there are a few people who really had a big impact on me. One is Brené Brown. I don't know if you heard of him, her. Sociologist, social scientist lady, and she's writing her new book apparently now. So I'm looking forward to see how vulnerability, being brave, actually can help you to embrace actually your dreams as well, and having a scientific yet spiritual approach to both combined. That's one of the main person. And then obviously I have like the mainstream, like Oprah Winfrey, Maya Angelou. In the artist scene, actually I'm more following males, surprisingly. And I think there are two people in the spiritual world whom I'm actually following, with whom I'm also learning. One of which is basically a quantum physicist lady who is like working at Berkeley as a PhD, on her PhD, to showcase the value of spirituality through numbers. And I just find it fascinating how the science can be actually connected with different realms, and seeing people going for it and being judged for it, obviously.
Wow, it's such an array of like inspiration there, isn't there? Really, and obviously from your background, and then obviously the things that you're doing now in health. I just wonder, so we're giving the flag that we've only got 30 seconds left, but I'm really keen. I just think it's amazing what you're doing. I think it's amazing your background that you have and the bridge that you want to connect. I'm just wondering, how can people work with you? How can people find you to work with you if they want to? Like, how are you showing up in the world?
Sure. So within the collective, I might do another meditation class and another painting class, so stay tuned for those two. Otherwise, I'm currently running consultations, so you can book a private consultation with me. We will find a way to put the details in. And I do healthcare-based consultations as well as like emotional health. So we sit down and create art. We do soul guidance, so basically help you to connect your analytical thinking with your soul guidance. So if you want to change career, maybe you want to come and have a chat about it.
I love that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Linda.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
There'll be another time.
Yeah. It's been so good. This has really been an amazing conversation, but we do want to take this further, and I think it's going to be really informative, really interesting, really inspiring. So watch out for our podcast. We're in talks. We're in the talks for the
It'll
podcast.
happen.
It's going to come soon. So, and again, get in touch with either of us if you want to get onto the next show or onto the next podcast. But also, you know, like, yeah, connect with each other. I think this is the whole thing, isn't it? About this being a support network and kind of like a inspirational place of kind of vibing off each other. So definitely recommend that. Beautiful plug there for Business Hive Mind as well. That's coming up. We've got the next one on Thursday, and we're doing a mastermind session. So that's going to be really informative, and that's running every 2 weeks. And then we've got a couple of amazing workshops, hopefully, that Linda will be doing. So thank you.
I've got to say, I attended the painting class run by Linda. It was awesome. And I have my painting that I created, Pride of Place, in my room. So thank you, Linda, for that. No, it's absolutely awesome. Right, okay. So we are on to our shout outs now. So yeah, this is the part of the show. I think we launched it last month, where we just want members, of Old Oak here to say a shout out. If you're watching and you want to type it in the YouTube section where you can send a message, we can put it on screen. Or if you want to nip to the secret garden and be part of the show, say your shout out. Now, I just want to say farewell to some people who have left the building or are leaving the building soon. Antoinette, a fellow actress, actor type. Spent some really good hours with her while she lived here. And Hester was lovely. Hester's moved out already. So farewell, people. Lisa, is there anyone that you want to add on to this shout out?
Is it come to us?
It's you.
Shout out.
Is it us? Oh.
Are you talking to us?
Yes. Anyone that you guys can't hear us, can you, in the secret garden?
Well, you forgot about us.
So
So we put it out to the community to do some shout outs. Huh? Oh,
Yep.
it's delayed. And yeah, I'm hearing. Okay.
I think it's the
Yeah,
collective
so,
Wi-Fi.
We put. Stop talking, Steve, and let me talk now, okay? So, we're doing some shout outs. We put it out to the community and we didn't get anyone come back. I think people are quite shy. So, actually, we're just going to go for it. And I think each of us have got a couple of shout outs to do. So, I just wanted to start. I wanted to shout out to Anne, actually. Anne is so amazing, so lovely. Like, all the way through when we had the pandemic, she was always checking in on people. Is it still me?
Yeah.
Oh, the sound is terrible. She was always checking in on people, and she was always sending like food or things that people needed. And I noticed again, you know, we're having a little bit of a isolation wave, and she's been like looking after people. I wasn't feeling too well, and she gave me like this care package with lots of little tea bags and like chocolate and stuff and like energy drinks. Which is really beautiful, and I noticed she did the same to Camilla and a couple of other people. You know, like just reaching out and checking people are okay, and just sending her love. And I think it'd be really nice just to send love back to Anne because she's so lovely.
Yeah.
That's my little shout out. Do we have anyone else?
Yeah, there's
We haven't got just one person.
there's Jamie. Jamie always offers to do shopping, doesn't he?
But yeah, like, so this is something, you know, this is something that we're trying to just do and encourage people to just have that feeling of gratitude and, you know, like just to kind of share thanks to each other for different things. It doesn't have to be anything major, but, you know, we've got a lot of people who are really kind of helping connect people connect, like welcoming new people, or, you know, sometimes you just have that person who just lifts you up when you're having a bad day, and sometimes it's nice to give that a shout out. Yeah, I'll leave it to Steve.
Yeah, no, I know Gary wanted to say thank you to Lobby Tunes for the music they provide. He was supposed to link with us live, but he seems to have disconnected. Something's happening on the night floor with Sally and Gary, I think, in the kitchen. If anyone can find out what's happening, let us know. But yeah, there was Gary. Jamie's always offering to do people shopping, so that's really nice. But there are just so many amazing people in Old Oak here who, you know, we have had the strangest year ever, probably in our whole lives, and people really pulled together and showed that life is about people. So thanks so much. We are near the end of the show now. Just before we go, so we are going to take a break over August and come back with a planned revamp of Tuesday Night Live show in September. And we want you guys and girls to get involved. We're looking, as you can see, we have like a few issues that we need to iron out. The more people that we have involved, the better. We're looking for presenters, camera operators, video editors, directors, anyone who thinks they can, anyone who wants to get involved and help make this show happen. So far, it's been once a month. If we can do it twice a month with a whole range of different presenters and crew, every show, then yeah, we can just celebrate the talent in the building and have a laugh, because it is quite a laugh, and it's a good team activity as well to get involved with. So again, if you're interested in getting involved, just send us an email at tnltvshow@gmail.com and I'll be in touch. We're going to do some kind of market research stuff over the summer months as well, so you'll probably see me with a clipboard around early morning coffee sessions. I'll be putting polls on the Facebook group. Just trying to find out how we can make this show better and any ideas that you've got. So that is it. That is it for tonight's show. Thank you, Lisa and the Wonder Woman, for your Empowered Women section. Thank you to Sally. Sally did amazingly well live for the Aunt Sally section. Thanks to the team. So Steve Burson, who here is sat to my left. You can't see him, but he is here. Gerard, Tina, Gary Seven, Sally, Brandon, who's directing all the time and hitting buttons, etc. Who else? Now guest stars tonight, Laura and Linda. Thank you so much, and we will see you soon. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Yeah, just let us know what you think. Let us know how you want to get involved. See you real soon. Have a fantastic summer. Catch you later.